Yeah, I mean, I don't personally think that social media has hurt journalism. I think journalism has been hurt by a lot of things, and one of them is, a few years ago, Stephen Colbert coined a word which actually ended up in the I think it was the Oxford English Dictionary, which accepts a few new words a year: truthiness. Right, and it's something that sort of has the ring of truth, whether it's true or not. And I think, to me, the sort of culture of truthiness has hurt journalism a lot more than social media per se. And the other thing is just the business model. The way we used to do business has fallen apart to a great degree, not completely, but it's hurt most the reporters and news organizations that try to do deeper, more sort of contextual reporting, what we call investigative reporting, because it's very expensive, it's very difficult to do, and it has to go way beyond truthiness.
I follow a lot of politicians, a lot of news organizations, and I'm bombarded with information, but it's great. It's just like, it's the best place to get this stuff. And I have two screens on my desk, and one is just Twitter, like nonstop.
You have to get scoops on stories. The reason why TMZ is hot is because they get scoops. They get the things that everyone right now is into. That's what keeps the lights on. I mean, good stories. Right now, if you put out, for at least my audience, if you put out a 5,000 word piece, they're not reading it.
We try to reach people across all sorts of platforms, and you might get us online, you might still read us in print, you might get like a daily email blast that we send out every day, and some people follow us on Twitter. So like you said, we're just trying to reach people in a number of different ways. And I agree with Datwon. It's still, if there was some sort of magic formula to turn tweets into money, we would have found it out. Twitter doesn't even make money.
Exactly.
And so it's still about quality content.
Context, as well as sort of faked images and videos, something to watch for. Where are you getting the image? Is it from today, or is it from 2 years ago, which it happened to be also?
And that happened recently with a Jay-Z quote. He was talking about something pertaining to a concert that he was going to do, and one organization just took a feed from someone that they felt was credible, and the quote was from 2009, and they had to retract it and take it all back. It gets really crazy if you don't take the extra 2 to 3 minutes to really research.
And it's really not worth the trouble trying to go back and clean up a mess like that.
If you read an interesting article, look and see who wrote that article, and then go to Google and put in the search term Twitter and that person's name, find their account, start following them, and then go look at their feed and who are they talking to, who are they mentioning? Because if they read an interesting article or book and they said, here's who wrote it, go check out that person's feed, start following them, see what conversations are happening. If there's a musician you like, Google, Twitter, that musician, find them, follow them.
Because we are a monthly paper, it is harder to try to get a lot of views on an issue or something. So what do you think are some of the things that I can do to build that social media presence?
I would say that the way to do it is to, I don't know exactly how you staff it, but find a student who can do social media or has some comfort level with them, and then let them go out on their own and hijack the whole damn thing. And what I think you'll find is that they will find ways to do things that, because you're vested in this sort of monthly cycle, that you wouldn't think of, that will seem haywire to you, but it will actually help build a social presence that they might find out, well, who's working on what, and I'm going to tweet that. And some of the reporters might say, well, I'm not ready. Well, too bad, get ready.